Hi everyone, welcome back to Drawing with Drew. My name's Drew, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the two Procreate brushes that I have been using exclusively when creating my comic. And I am doing small, short comics all within the same one main comic. So there will be 22 art pages altogether, some funny ad pages in there, and then I'm going to self-publish it using KDP, Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing. Let me just give you a quick taste. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, I'm doing all these small 2-page to 3-page comics that are going to fit into this one bigger comic. So take a look here, see if any of these are, good enough for you. If you think that this is where you'd like to get to, then these two brushes will work for you. Okay, so step one, obviously open up your Procreate app. I've got a comic that I'm going to be working on today. It's 3 pages. It's a Christmas comic. I'm sure there are other great brushes that you could use, but these ones I find very effective. So I'm going to start a new layer here. And before I do that, I'm going to turn the opacity down much lower on my original pencil layer. And I'm going to go back to my new layer. And the very first brush that I'm going to use is the calligraphy and the monoline. Now, why I'm using the monoline is because it is a consistent thickness the whole time. So what I do is I take the line, I try to get as close to the edge as possible, and then I hold it and it straightens the line out for me. So I'll do that for all 4 sides. And if it's not perfect, I'm not too concerned. Like if you notice here, I didn't get right to the edge. It's not a super professional book, as I've said. It's gonna look good at the end anyway. And also when I'm done all of this part and I input it into the computer and do some tweaking at the end, I may just also thicken those lines up, I don't know yet. But the main reason why I use this one is I never touch the size of the brush. That way they're consistent for every single comic that I do. Because in the past when I've done them, I've changed the thickness of that line, and so when I use it for my bubbles and the lines, it differs from comic to comic. And it's a bit, you want it to look as consistent as possible. There is probably easier ways to do this, but this is the only way I've found so far that works well for me, and it's pretty easy. And a quick double tap removes that line if you don't like it. Pretty good overall. So at the end, I won't do it right now, but I'll just demonstrate it. I'll keep the same thickness for my bubbles. So when I go around, they look pretty good. Now they're not super perfect. Like oftentimes, it's a little bumpy or whatever else. But that I don't care about. That's not really my big concern here. I kind of like that it's a little human looking. It's not perfect. So there's the very first brush. And the second brush that I use when I go back in here is I go to the inking one and I use syrup. And I like this brush because it's a little bit smoother and also varies the line thickness. So you can press lightly and you can get thin lines, or you can press thicker or put more pressure on it and you get the thick lines. And then once I've done my original drawing here, I may go back in and I'll trace over it again. And I like to, this one I can change the different sizes on, because that's fine, the thicknesses. So what I'm going to do now that you've seen the 2 brushes, I'm going to time lapse myself drawing this comic. We're going to read at the end. Hopefully it'll make you laugh. Let's get into it. Many hours later, I am finished. I did all 3 pages. All I have to do now is print them and let's read them.
Poop Dog's special gift. Boys, wake up! It's Christmas morning! Santa's been here! Ah! Yay! Christmas! Ah! Poop Dog destroyed all the gifts! Poop Dog ruined Christmas! No, he didn't. He only ate your gifts. Ours are untouched. Cheer up, bud. Looks like your stocking's mighty full. Turds. Nothing but turds. Aw, would you look at that? Sam gave Drew lots of sweet presents even after what he said about him. Listen, mister. Christmas is a time for giving. Now you apologize to Sam, then go to your room. Gotta get rid of that poop dog. Best Christmas ever!
I can't tell you how many times I was laughing at the stuff I wrote for this scene here. The one where like he's all sad, Drew's all sad, and he's like, he ruined Christmas, and then no he didn't. He only ate your gifts. Well, thanks again for staying tuned for my progress, and I really appreciate you guys watching the videos and giving me some thumbs up and some comments, and I will see you in the next one. Until then.